Hey everyone, hi, it's Lisa Harden from the Stamping Zoo, coming to you from beautiful Boise, Idaho. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I will be showing you some what I think are very cute ideas for gift card holders today using some current Paper Pumpkin products. I do sell all of the products that I will be using, so if at any time you are interested in learning more about that, you can pop over to my website, you can email me. I am also on Facebook. So I'm happy to have you here today, whether you've watched me before or not. And I must say, I've been a little remiss in posting videos to my YouTube channel. So, I apologize for that. And I'm going to recommit myself to posting videos out here. I do a lot of Facebook Lives, but this is also a great format. So, apologize for that, but we'll be changing that, right? Okay, so here are a couple of little examples of the gift cards we're going to be making. But first, I want to mention that if you live in the United States and you do not currently have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator to call your own, I would be so happy to be your demonstrator. And as part of that welcome, I would love to send you the newest catalogs that will be coming out. These will be available for customers to purchase from beginning January 3rd, and demonstrators can purchase from them December 3rd. So if you'd like to be a demonstrator, you can also ask me about that. It's a lot easier than you might think, and the benefits are fantastic. It's whatever deal we have, the demonstrator deal is always the best deal from Stampin' Up! Okay? So with that in mind, just know that this is the new occasions catalog that will run through the end of March. And this is the accompanying celebration flyer. So this is 19 pages of products that you can only earn through purchases of other products. You can either purchase products from this catalog or from our annual catalog. And when you do that, for every $50 or $100 purchase, you can choose something from this catalog. This is full of beautiful products exclusive to Celebration. So again, you can't purchase them any other way. And we have just a little hint of things that are in the catalog. And there are papers, embellishments, stamps, dies, you name it. So please, if you would like to get these catalogs from me, please let me know. Just send me an email and or contact me on my Facebook page. It's just as easy as that, okay? So anyway, as I mentioned, I'm going to be using products from this current Paper Pumpkin kit. This is the November Paper Pumpkin kit, and here's the insert of what it actually was is designed to make. It's designed to make 24 of these beautiful gift tags, and they actually coordinate. So this one's called Winter Gifts, and it's from, as I said, November 2019. This actually coordinates with the October 2019 Paper Pumpkin, which had some beautiful Christmas cards. So it's a really nice product. And actually, if you are new to Stampin' Up! Or new to Paper Pumpkin is Stampin' Up's subscription kit offer. So it's an all-inclusive kit. You get everything you need to make these tags in this great little box that gets delivered to your mailbox every month. And for $22 US, you just sign up. You can cancel any months that you don't want it. It's a very easy subscription. It's just all handled through its own website. And I am always so excited to see what they have in store for us every month. And along with your kit comes an ink pad, the adhesives you need, these great instructions. You even have a ruler down here for any string or twine or ribbon that you might need to cut. When they say it's all-inclusive, it's all-inclusive. One of the great things about it, though, is it uses all of our regular Stampin' Up! Coordinating colors, so that if you look down here, you can see the colors that were used in the kit. And then if you want to amend or change the designs, all you have to do is grab some of the cardstock that are these colors, and then you can just take off from there. So that's what I've done in this case. Let me show you first. This is the basic, this was like my little prototype, right? So this is the basic design of the gift card we're going to be making today. And I have used Mary Merlot cardstock with our beautiful black organdy ribbon. And then from the paper pumpkin kit, I chose a little stamp of snowflakes, and I stamped it using our Delicata Silvery Shimmer ink. This is available while supplies last until the end of the year, or until the end of the year, I should say. It's in the holiday catalog, but again, you can find it through my online store. Okay, so with that, why don't we make a card? And like I said, I'm going to feature the products that were in this great paper pumpkin kit. So here's just one design. I'm really not varying from the gift card designs themselves, but what I'm doing is I'm using all of the extra supplies that I'm not going to be using for gift tags for these great little gift card holders, because we all have people in our lives that where a gift card is just perfect for them, right? Of course, I think of teens. The teens in my life, they want to have a little money of their own to just go and spend. You know, they want to just pick out their own gifts. So let's just start. I'm not going to waste time cutting this for you. Here are the dimensions, and I really was trying to keep it as easy as possible. So the base is 3.5 by 7.5, scored at 3 3/4, so scored right in half, okay? And then we have a lid, which is 3, let me pick that up, 3 by 4, scored the long way at 1.5. And then we have a little insert piece. And I had to play with the measurements on this a little bit, but this ended up being 2 1/4 by 3.5, and it's not scored. That's it. That's all we need to get started. Now, I will say, with this and any of your other 3D projects, it really is a good idea to get your bone folder out and do a little extra scoring. It just makes your edges really sharp. It makes things lay as they are supposed to lay. And it doesn't take that much longer. And actually, it's kind of fun. I don't know why I like it, but it is kind of fun. So I'm using our tear and tape here for this project. Now, you can try using, if you've got your mono, you can try using that, or your snail. But really, for this project, I think that tear and tape is the best for most of the things we're going to be doing. So we're going to run it along the edges of what is going to be the base of the gift card holder. Don't get it too far on the inside. You want it right up against the seams of the outside, because we need all of this room to put our insert and our actual gift card into the box. And also, you just want the outsides of the box to look really neat and tidy, okay? So this is our Take Your Pick tool that I'm using, which is really handy for things like stripping backing paper off of that tear and tape. And once I have that done, I just bring that in here, and you can even burnish that a little bit further with your bone folder. That really helps it adhere. That is something that's going to hold. You're not going to have to worry about it. You can make them ahead of time and things like that. And also, I will kind of show you one that's completed, and then I will show you how you can how you can make these ahead of time and then just have them stored for whenever you need a little gift card. Okay, so now this is going to be the lid of our box, right? And this is going to be the insert. And the insert is where you're going to place the gift card itself. And how we're going to do that is we're going to use, again, our handy little tear and tape. And we're going to just have just a little short piece. We're going to put that up towards the top. And I don't remove the backing paper yet, because let's say I don't have a gift card yet, or I don't know who I'm giving this to. I'm just going to put it there so that when I need it, then I can strip this off, and then I can stick my gift card to it. Okay? So in the meantime, though, we're not going to do that. This is the front. This is the back. I need a piece on the back as well, because what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to adhere it to our lid so that everything is all kind of self-contained. And when you lift the lid, then the gift card just comes out. automatically. Okay, I'll try and stay away from those. If at any time you think you're going to make this gift card holder, which I certainly hope you do, snap a screenshot of this page and then you'll have the dimensions. Okay, so I'm eyeballing this. I'm bringing it, I'm centering it, okay, and I'm bringing it a little bit down from the score mark. I don't really want it sitting right up in the score mark. Okay, so once you have that, this is almost too simple, right? Then the last kind of construction piece is I'm going to put some Stampin' Dimensionals in here. But again, I am not going to take the backing paper off. Now let's see, before I place those, I have to think about how this is going to fit down in my card. I just want to make sure. And, you know, even though I've made these a few times, I still get a little wary about where I'm placing things, because where you place your adhesive is kind of important because of how the card, you know, your card has to like move. So I just dry fit it in there. So this is why we put the tape up towards the top, then the bottom comes down really, or the back comes down nicely over the front. So now I know where I can place my Stampin' Dimensionals, and so that they will hold the lid down, but that so they're not in the way of the movement of the box lid. Okay, so that's really just the easiest way to do it, is to just fit it in there ahead of time. So now I know I can have some Stampin' Dimensionals here, and then when I'm ready, I can take the backing paper off of those as well, secure it down, and then the whole thing will just slide in as one piece into the base of the gift box. See? So that's how it works. And again, I will, after we do this whole thing, I'm going to just put this one together as an actual gift card holder so that you can see that, yes, it works. She's not crazy, at least not about this. Okay, once we have all of the construction done, then you can just have fun designing it and decorating it. And I will say, just make sure, okay, look at this pretty little thing over here. This was one that I was designing and decorating. I had so much fun. And then at the end, I realized that, okay, the opening's at the bottom. That's not perfect. That's not what we wanted. It's not going to look like a gift box, is it? So just make sure that when you're decorating this, your opening is at the top, okay? Learn from my mistakes, please. So I'm bringing in some sequins. And again, those were in the paper pumpkin kit. I didn't have to provide my own embellishments. But if I want to, as I said, all of these colors coordinate with existing products. So that's what makes it so great. So the kit also had some silver cording and some shaded spruce green ribbon. So we'll be using that as well. Okay. So what I think I'm going to use on this card, this is our Real Red cardstock. And let's see, I have a couple of the pieces punched out because let's face it, you don't need to watch me punch out things. That's just a little too tedious. Now, they've also given us some great like cardstock laser cuts, and here are some cardinals that are absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to take one of those, and that will be on here too. And then let's see, I need one of the banner pieces to stamp on. That may still be in the box. I don't recall, but I know that there are a lot of supplies still in the box. So let me see here. Okay, we need this banner piece, and all of these are like pre-cut out for us. We don't have to do anything with those. They're already ready. This is the kind of project I like at this time of year, right? And then here are some holly leaves. And again, you get a whole sheet of these. You're definitely going to have extras. And then you can just add them to whatever projects you want. So we'll take 5 of those. How about that? We'll start with that. We might want more. We might want less. And then finally, now I am using my own blocks. Okay, but remember that if you don't have any block, or the first time you order the paper pumpkin kit, whether you have blocks or not, it comes with an acrylic stamp block that can be used for this. That's perfect. It also, every month, comes with the stamp set. This is a great way to really beef up your stamp sets for just a little bit of money. So in this case, we have some really pretty ones here. Peace, love and joy, a gift for you, let it snow, made with love, and there's a to and from. This beautiful piece of holly, and then again that little snowflake piece that I used earlier. I'm going to take the piece because it's pretty, and this is also, again, this is how the gift tag was designed, and I'm not going to stray from that because I love the design. They make really great designs. Now, in the paper pumpkin, I will show you, you get an ink spot because, again, you need some ink to make your projects. So this little Stampin' Spot comes with it. And you can save these and use them for a long, long time afterwards. I actually save them because I have all of the inks, regular sized. So this is shaded spruce. It's the exact same color as our regular shaded spruce. I save these and I give them away to new customers or people who just have a little project going. And I go ahead and I just use my regular ink pad that, you know, that I already have opened. So with that in mind, I also, while we're talking about working here, I have a very little space that I work in. I kind of do that for a couple of reasons, and I don't mind it at all. However, one thing it's kind of taught me is to work clean, because especially with colors like shaded spruce, it seems to jump from the stamp onto your arm, onto other pieces of cardstock that you don't want it on. So one thing that I do that I don't even know that I think about it much anymore, I've been stamping for, you know, over 25 years, so it's probably become second nature. But one thing I do is I notice that since I'm left-handed, I always place my ink pads over on the right, so on the non-dominant side of me. So I'm not, if I had that over here in the left where I want things to be anyway, I would be sticking my hand in it constantly. Just kind of a quick tip for you is to find the space. Let's see, how can I state this? Find the space that you don't gravitate towards and keep your ink spot there. It might be directly in front of you. For you right-handed people, it's probably going to be on the left. For me, it's on the middle to upper right. That's kind of my safe zone for ink. Okay, so I do, because you know what? I do like to work cleanly. There is nothing, there are few things that are more frustrating to me in stamping than getting a project almost finished and then stamping my hand in ink or my project in ink and then having to start all over. That is not fun, and we do not have time for that, do we? No, we don't have time for that. Okay, so back to the project. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make this look like a regular tag. And that means I'm going to take some of this gorgeous green ribbon that they put in here for us to use. And I'm not going to bother measuring it because I'm using it for so many different projects that it's okay. They gave us so much. It's really fine. You will hear my little dogs in the background. They are, I don't know what they're doing. They're chasing something. Let's just hope they don't start barking too crazy. I was kind of, usually I put the shades down in the front before I start recording, and I don't know why I was feeling lucky, but I didn't do that today. And I hope it doesn't come back to bite us. Okay, so I just did like a regular little slip knot at the top, and then I'm going to take some of the silver cording. Tango, you be quiet. And I am going to, I'll just cut some off. Because we're just going to tie a simple bow around this green ribbon, okay? Tango, you be quiet. And if you watch me live, you will hear the same thing. So this is just ma vida. This is part of my life, right? My two little fur kids. And they're pretty crazy, which I actually love. They're 7.5, but I think they're just as curious as they were as puppies, only we tend to communicate a little bit better, which is very helpful. Okay, this seems to be kind of slick, so I am going to tie this in a knot first and then worry about looping my bows. That gives you a little bit more freedom to do this without having it coming undone. Oh, brother. How about this? How about it for right now? We just tie the knot and then leave it like that. Yes, I think we're going to do that. See, there's so many ways around things that if you don't like how something is made, you just do it your own way. Okay, now what we need to do with this is we're going to take that piece right here, this banner piece, literally piece, right? I wasn't even trying to make a joke. And so this is our snail adhesive. I highly recommend it. It's fantastic. We put a little snail adhesive on the back. And then here's how we're going to fasten our holly. And this way you can look at the front of the project while you are putting the holly on. So you're not just trying to kind of adhere it blindly. That does never work very well. So everywhere that I want to put this, we've already got adhesive on the back. So it's very handy. And I don't like the even look of that. So I'm going to place a third one over here. That just helps me. That helps me. Okay, I breathe a little easier, right? And then I know I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals. And again, these great little dimensionals, you do as well. You get a sheet. You get plenty of dimensionals in your kit to do the project. However, I always have sheets of dimensionals out. So this is not the exact sheet that comes with the paper pumpkin, but it's the same. It's the same product. Okay, the final thing is, where did I put that little cardinal? Did it fly off on me already? Oh, here you are. Okay. It's kind of the same color as everything else. I started to forget where I put that thing. That's a regular. That's what happens in stamping. See, it doesn't even matter how small your work area is. You do it. Okay, so for this, again, when I put my snail on, I'm not going to hit the top too much because these are going to be, they're going to go off of the box, so to speak. So they're going to kind of, I did that so that there's not a definite place where the tag ends and the box begins. Okay. But again, you need some room here where there's no adhesive so that your lid can fit. So again, just kind of keep the adhesive down here. And then we can put our bird on, and I will use liquid mono for this. And again, all of these things you can buy just with a few clicks at the online store. And if you purchase, you know what, I've just misplaced the bird again. Never to worry, we have more. So for every order that's placed with me, whether it's online or face-to-face, I make a handmade thank you card for you and send that along. And also, if you use my existing host code for every month, I change the host code out every month. But if you go and place an order online with me and use the host code, and your order is $60 or more, I will send you some freebies. So this month, what I'm sending out are some beautiful gold glitter dots. And actually, I have a partial sheet right here. You get a whole sheet of these, and they are really stunning. And they're very low profile. So you can put these in the mail. I think easily you can put them in the mail without extra postage. And I really like that because then you can still have decorations on your card without, you know, sometimes you just don't always want to have to put extra postage on things. So anyway, okay, now at this point, we're going to take the backing papers off of these dimensionals. And this whole thing is going to be placed underneath the cardinal, because I think it's just kind of cute. And I will place this straight on. You can see that I kind of placed the cardinal at an angle. And then finally, I will take some of the silver sequins because they're just adorable. And you get 2 different sizes in this kit. Again, this is not a kit where you're always one piece short, you know, or they haven't given you enough ribbon or anything like that. No, their kits are made to always have extra pieces. And in fact, there's a Facebook page that is for Paper Pumpkin Fan Club is the name of it. And anyone can join that. And that's all about making alternates. And if you have any questions about Paper Pumpkin, that's run by a really great demonstrator called Rachel Tessman. And we love Rachel Tessman. And so anyway, if you're interested, you can go over there and you can find out about that. It's a really fun site. And it helps you just get more and more ideas for your paper pumpkin. Okay, so finally, like I said, we're going to act like we're giving this card at this time so you can see how it goes together. So I've taken the backing paper off, right? And then I put this just down there, and then your person will open it and it just comes right off. It's like when you get them in regular little, store-made envelopes. Now I will take the backing paper off because I want my lid to fold down, right? And then finally, I will just slip this inside the gift card or the box itself. Now the lid, again, we've already tried the lid, right? And we know that it fits snug down over the box. You just have to kind of line up the cardstock. So this ends up being what the back looks like. Very neatly finished, yes. And then, oops, it's a little crooked there, but it's not really crooked. Neatly finished, and then this is the front. I think this is so adorable. And then so your recipient gets their gift card, and then you have like the most stylish gift tag holders around. Okay, that was so fun. We better make another one, don't you think? Yeah. So this, I will bring this in. This was another design that I made, obviously. What I did, I think this one's just gorgeous. And again, it's pieces and parts from the Paper Pumpkin kit, with the exception of this. I took the Shimmery Crystal Effects, which is in the holiday catalog. It's like a thick liquid glue that dries slowly. If you use it alone, it just makes like a shimmery textural appearance on whatever you put it on. So I have taken this and I have put it all over here. And I have followed up with our Stampin' Ice glitter. Let me find it. No, our ice stamping glitter. And what this is like a really chunky glitter. You see that in there? I don't want to pour it all over my projects. But it's gorgeous, and it really catches a lot of light, and you can use it in shaker cards and things like that. But so here, I've just pressed that glitter into the Shimmery Crystal Effects on this tree, and the tree was a cutout, again, from the Paper Pumpkin. So I didn't have to do any work on that. A couple of snowflakes, and again, the sentiments were in the kit, and then I think that is really pretty. And it's up on Pool Party cardstock, which is a beautiful combination. So let's do one more of these, right? I'm kind of in the swing of it. I'm having fun. Why don't we use, oh, this is a really pretty. Why don't we use a shaded spruce base? And then let's focus on this sled and look at this beautiful die cut deer. I guess you'd probably call it a stag, but a reindeer. And it's so pretty, and it's not like silver foil, but it's not galvanized. It's kind of just in the middle of that. And it just punches out. Again, it's laser cut, and it's included in the Paper Pumpkin kit. And every Paper Pumpkin kit is different. So like they give you hints on what the colors will be and what the major projects will be, which I really appreciate that they do that. But then they don't really tell you much more. And I like that too. Okay, so let's see. On this one, this looks like it has 2 of the banners, or a straight piece. So they've stamped on a straight piece. I can do that. See, with Paper Pumpkin, you go, yeah, okay, I can do that. That's not hard, because everything's already done for you. Paper Pumpkin is a great thing to have over the holidays. When you're getting together with, you know, extra, well, not extra people, but people that you don't see all the time. And it's really fun to work on these projects, and it really just fosters communication and laughing. And I don't think I've ever been to a stamp camp or led a stamp camp where there wasn't lots of laughing. So, and it's just fun. It's like a different alternative to a board game. Those are great too, but this is something, again, that everybody can do. Definitely youngsters can work on these projects, or even Grandpa can work on these kind of projects. Yeah, Grandpa could make a gift card holder. He could do it, okay? So give him a chance. Don't tell him that he has to be a stamper, because he really doesn't have to be a stamper. He just has to be able to have fun. Okay, so again, we're going to start with the insert, right? We know how this goes. So this card's going to go together. This little holder is going to go together super quick. And then we'll have time to decorate it because it's so pretty. I love the combination of the colors. People much, much smarter about color theory than me have made this. And I so appreciate that, because then I just have the time I can spend my time on creating immediately. I don't have to worry about going up and down the aisles of some craft store, ugh, and trying to coordinate projects. That is just, does not sound fun to me anymore. I couldn't even imagine doing that. And so I won't. Okay, whoops. All right. So again, this is the base, and we need that tear and tape. Keep it nice and secure so that your project doesn't fall apart. That'd be kind of embarrassing. Well, maybe not. They probably would just be happy to have the gift card, but at least this makes it really cute. And you can hang these on the tree, you know, or nestle them into the branches and stuff. I always thought that was fun. My mom would kind of hide our gift cards. At least I'm sure she was like, gosh, I'm tired of just having these kids run off with their gift cards. So she would kind of tuck them into the tree, and we just had to figure it out. And I guess hopefully we figured it out before the tree got thrown out, right? Or taken down for the next year. So that's the top. That's all we need. And now we're just going to decorate the box here. And so I need a thick white, or a thick pool party banner. And it looks like then a thin white banner. Again, there's just pages and pages of these things. And they're organized much better than I would ever organize stuff. It's like you got a whole page of these paper banners. I really am excited when people try Paper Pumpkin for the first time, because it doesn't matter what level of stamper you are. You're just excited when you get a box of supplies that have already been cut, scored, figured out. You've got a project to work on. You don't have to think of anything. You just have to do it. And that's really fun. These are things that you can work on after work, or, you know, just when you have a free like 30 minutes or something. You can really get a lot of projects done in 30 minutes from a Paper Pumpkin. I won't say you can finish it, because really, I like to play with them. I like to use these supplies over and over until there's like, it's really fun to kind of challenge yourself to like, I'm going to use all of the Paper Pumpkin supplies in as many different ways as possible. It takes a while. Yeah, it takes you a little while. Now, where has my ink gone to? It's probably right in front of my face. Remember how I was showing you? Oh, I put it away. See, I have that problem too. I am a bit excessive about organization, and it comes in handy, right? It does come in handy. So excuse my head if it's in the way, but I am going to stamp on this little banner, Let It Snow. And oh gosh, isn't that cute? I love that. And then I am cleaning. Now this does not come in a paper pumpkin kit, but this is very affordable. It's called the Stampin' Chamois, and it comes just as this. And you just use water on it, and you just use it over and over. I have it stored in one of our storage cases. You can buy these in packs of, I think, 4. But you know what? If you buy the chamois from me, I send you the case. That is just a standing deal. So if you're willing to buy the chamois, then I give you a case for free. How about that? You're already getting free things. And okay, so let's see. I think that's the only piece that is stamped on this card. This tag, isn't this fun? How it's the sled. It's gorgeous. So it looks like we have some greenery, some more holly leaves all over the place. And I'm going to get 5 more. Why not? Because again, we don't have to be stingy. We can make our projects look really lush and pretty because they've already given us extra. I love that so much. That's really nice. And actually, there are these things. Let's use some of these too. These are just like little, they look like evergreen sprigs. So let's use a few of those. Those come out of there really easily. You wouldn't think they would, right? They look so delicate, and they are kind of delicate. But we're going to layer some of those in there too because they're too cute not to use. Now, some of this looks like it's on the back of the deer's head, and then some of it is glued to our blue banner. Okay, so we can do this, right? I just run a little bit of snail on the back of the deer, just like we did before with the holly leaves. And then you know that you can put some of your pieces and parts right in here. Okay. And let's see. We don't want it to come out this side. I don't know why. I just think it would look kind of weird. Like more like a growth than a decoration. That does not sound good. Now, okay, got that. Oh, it's cute already. Okay, and then on this, I'm going to put these down in the lower left-hand side so we can balance the whole design. And again, I didn't think that up. The smart people who made the kit have already kind of shown me that's what I should do. So thank you. Thank you, designers, in advance. I appreciate that. I need the help. Oops. And so I need a little more glue up here. Okay. So now with this guy, come on now. I might need the take your pick tool. If I can't get this up. Okay, there we go. Okay, so again, I'm putting the really little delicate spriggy pieces on first. And then I'm like coming back behind them with the holly. I won't be directly behind them, but in the area. Oh, cute. I'm in love with this already. I need that little final one. Oh, yes, we love it. Feels like they need a little extra reinforcement here, so. Ooh, I'm going right-handed. Anything could happen. Okay. There. That's so cute. That's going to go back behind the deer. Okay. Now that we have the top constructed, right, then we just kind of, we're done with the top until we need to put our gift card in it. And then let's do this by, now I don't want to put those face down because they already have some adhesive on them. So we're going to use this by putting the sled on first. And here you can see where you don't want to run the glue any further than like here. Okay, you can do that. The one thing about all of our adhesives is they're the best, right? They're also not going to fall apart. So I'll put that face up in case you need to see what it looks like. But it's called snail. And I know it stands for something, but really just remember it looks like a snail. And that will be helpful. And you can't see this, but I have a little doggy, Tango, that has perched himself right outside of my door because it's really close to his dinner time. So I hope he doesn't start woofing at me. He can be quite verbal. And again, if you've watched any of my Facebook Lives, you already know all this. But yes, he's a verbal little guy. Now, these were just some real red circles that were put in there. And again, what a great design element, right? I wouldn't have thought of it. Oh, man. And I don't have to. I don't have to do much thinking on this. I just need to put some dimensionals on the back of this deer. And I'm not really going to worry about putting dimensionals on the legs. It's okay. They're going to be held up by all the other supplies. So we need that. And then this is going to go, I think I'm going to glue this down flat. I'm going to glue this one down flat with all of its pieces and parts. It's going to support the legs of the deer. But also, it's going to be down here as a little decoration. There, I'm just doing a final. I kind of wanted that one. I kind of moved that one a little bit, didn't I? Okay. So then I'm going to put it under the deer. Under the red circle. And more over to the left. Hey, you get back in there. You get back in there. There you go. Okay, so that, then on top of that, I'm going to put the deer. And because there's all of this cardstock back behind the legs, it's going to hold it up just fine. So if you were to mail this, which you could definitely mail this, and I think it'd be a really cute way to, cute and affordable way to package something, it won't get mashed because it'll already be there. So we're going to leave the deer's legs on the pool party. I scratched him up just a tiny bit there. Let's see, what do I need? What do I need? What I need is just a tiny little, what are you doing, Tango? Now he's snuck up to where I can see him because he's like, well, if Mom is watching this video, she can't possibly see my little face. He's a little smarty pants. He is. And like I said, he's curious. So he's my curious George. And my other one, little Cashy, he's still pretty curious. But he's Mom's shadow. So he doesn't want to get in trouble. And he doesn't want to stray too far from Mom. So now I'm going to glue these. I want to glue these so that, like, see how I placed the deer so that the legs are, or the feet, the hooves, I guess, are still kind of showing. I like that because I think it helps to literally ground the deer that you can see his legs. If you can't see his legs, then see, he tends to kind of look like he's floating in space. So just remember that part. I would say that kind of completes the look or takes it up a notch. You know, it helps your project look, again, kind of balanced and centered. And then, let me get this one out of the way. I don't want that to be confusing to you. So I will just put this in, because we're just going to we're going to have this, this is going to be one that I'm going to keep on hand for when I need to look like a rock star. Sometimes I'll if I have friends here or whatever, let's say, and I've forgotten to put their gift card in a package, I might be like, hey, just give me just a second. And then I'll run back to the craft room and I'm frantically working back here. But you know what? No one needs to know that. That's our little secret. Okay, so then this already looks pretty. I love all the layers that come when you put the lid on. I think it's so fun. Okay, now we're going to take some of this silver cording again because why not? We have it. And we're going to make a little, we're going to tie a knot on either end, and we're going to give this sled a string to pull it. I think we probably need to, you need to tie this in a knot, or tie this in a kind of a large knot, because it looks like the hole that this goes through needs that. Okay, Yeah, and we're not actually going to use it. It's just for decoration. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and get a little extra here. And again, do it on the other side, and you just bring it through this side. And I've put a lot more than I know I need here because I need a lot of extra to tie my knot down here. I don't want to be fussing with it when I'm trying to tie it together. Okay. Oh, this is fun. And thinking about just getting ready for the holidays. Of course, in the United States, Thanksgiving is this coming Thursday, and then it's really late. So then all of a sudden it's going to be all about Christmas, right? Okay, isn't this fun? Let's put some of our sequins on it, and I'll just use the iridescent ones because we have a lot of silver on this card. So I'm thinking like maybe let's change it up a little bit. So with our iridescent, there's still a lot of iridescent, and I'm actually going to put some right up here on the lid, so it really just incorporates the lid into the design. Now look at this. Is this not sweet? I love it. Oh, I really like that one. Okay, so I'm going to stop for now because you have the idea, right? And now you know how to go forth and conquer your own gift card holders. Let me bring these in to show them as examples. And let me put this right at the top. So again, if you want to take a screenshot, okay, then you have your measurements right there. Thank you so much for joining me. And we're going to do this more often, right? I couldn't quite get this taped for Facebook Live. I'm having some sort of technical difficulties. And I thought, you know what? This is a perfect opportunity to get onto my YouTube channel. So again, thank you so much, YouTube friends and new YouTube friends, if you're coming over from my Facebook channel. Enjoy this project. I would love it if you take pictures of your own projects that you make using these designs and send them to me. Let me see what you've created. I would love to see that. So thanks so much, everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.